Hi everyone. I'm going to give you 3 additional tips to help improve your city. I've done a lot of experimenting the past couple of days, mainly to figure out the basic and advanced, well, if you want to call it that, tips to help spice up your city. If you haven't seen my first video, 4 tips I wish I knew starting foundation, I recommend to check it out for basic mechanics. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. One of the more, frustrating things too with the game, but can be easily built around, is roads. Now, as you can see right here, this is something that I wanted to create like a road section here, but for some reason, the serfs did not build a road in this general direction, even though I built walls in between to, well, kind of help indicate building a road. So now, one of the things that I do to create this road right here is, as you can see, building a decoration. Now, this will allow the serfs to go in this general direction to interact with the structure. So you want to place interactable decorations for the serfs, so that way a road will automatically be built. As you can see, this wasn't here before. Now, if I want to create even more, well, you guessed it, pretty much just build more decorations. Now, one of the easiest ways or things that I do is I'm going to click on the build here, or by pressing B, and I want to select the monument icon, which is indicated by the 3 stars here. And let's say I want to build up my Kingdom Splendor or my Labor Splendor. I just basically select which type of build will help build that. So I'm going to give you an example. So let's say I want to build my Kingdom Splendor because I want to build a castle in the future. I'm going to select, again, the monument icon, and I'm going to click on the castle icon. From here, it'll give me the option to select either the castle keep, the barracks, armory, etc. In this case, I want to do free build. Click on the free build icon, which is the hammer, and then I'm going to select either the estate decoration or the common decoration. Now, since I want to build a road here in this path, I want to build more interactable decorations. So I always look for the decoration that will provide the most splendor. So if I hover my mouse cursor over the elegant bench, it will show the number 3 splendor is what I'll gain from here. Now, like I said, I want to gain more, so that way I can upgrade my progression kingdom column. So what I want to do is I'm going to select the elegant bench because I like the design, plus it synergizes really well with the castle wall. So let's say I want to build it right here. Let's build it right here. Right there. So it looks like it's lined up perfectly. The red arrow just basically means that's where the serf is going to interact with. So I'm going to click on build, and it costs 45 gold. Later game, it will be easier to gain gold, so don't worry about that. I'm going to click on build, and then I'm going to select common decoration. Oh, right there. See? The serf is automatically coming in this direction now. Perfect. That is awesome. So now I noticed that the serf was walking in this direction right here of the wall. In order for me to create this road in this direction, I am going to select on the paintbrush and go to the forbidden zone. I want to make this as small as possible. Normally the smallest, just so that way I can normally create the line. Sorry for the background. Holy crap! That iron forge is super loud. I'm going to do this right here. Slowly build against the wall. Right, like so. So now I'm going to create this sort of walkway here. So that way my serfs can make the road and interact with that. Yep, so just as easy as that. Now you kind of see the road slowly building up. And in this direction as well. So I'm going to create one more. Perfect. Right, just like that. Want to make sure that, make sure that my forbidden zone does not cover it. So I'm just going to right click right here on the bench. So that way more serfs can interact with that bench. So now let's go see. And now with the Forbidden Zone, they're going to be walking in this general direction, and then now a road is going to be built here. All right, so now a little bit more in depth with the rebuild structures. So now on the other side of my castle wall here, I was just building the interactable benches. Now the same thing here, I actually want to build another road in this direction because eventually I want to create more detailed area. Holy cow, this guy is strong. Sorry, got sidetracked. One thing to note is that, let's say when I enter the free build, and I want to build up more of my kingdom splendor. So now, in this case, I'm going to click on castle, and then click on free build. And then I am going to go to the common decoration icon, just to build more of these elegant benches around my castle wall. So that way the roads here can be built. So now, when I place this one down, this is the first structure that I'm building in regard to gaining kingdom splendor. Now, one quick tip is that if I want to build, let's say, I'm gonna build this like here. So let's say I want to continue to build off of this structure right here. There's only a certain distance that I'm able to. So now watch if I'll do that one more time. So I'm gonna click on the bench. Oops, click on the bench. I'm gonna click on the top right that pops up here. Edit building. And now I want to build off of this. Basically, this is my foundation piece right here because this is the first one that I built. I'm gonna click on again bench. Now if I keep going this way, you see how it shows too far. Yep, it's too far from, and if you notice that this is actually highlighted red, because this right here is too far. If I want to build over here to this, what I want to do is keep within close proximity of that first structure built and just build off of that. So now if I click on this second bench that I built, it's going to highlight both of these because, well, it's within the same building tree. I'm going to click on edit building on the top right again. And then if I want to continue to build off of this, I can. I'm going to build. So now it's going to increase the limit of how far I can build because the next one that I built was this bench right here. Yep. And just building off of that. If you don't want to, you just want to freely build, it's going to be kind of tedious. Let me cancel that. But it would look a lot better. Depending on what you want to build in the long run. All right, so what I've done here, I wanted to give my city a busy feel. And now, like I mentioned earlier from the start of the video, if you watched my first video on 4 tips I wish I knew starting foundation, the concept that I used in that video was basically built up to my city now. So if you see, yep, this place is definitely busy. I know most medieval builds have a very close proximity house arrangement, so I wanted to kind of give it that kind of look. If you notice the builds right here, so these are homes right here. These spread out, but some of them are not. So for example, this right here is not a home. This is the Common Wares Workshop. Only certain crafting structures will provide what I call like the brown zone, and the brown zone gives a non-desirable neighborhood buff to if it's within close proximity to a home. In this case, this one does not. Most builds or most structures that do have the non-desirable home, the brown zone, will be these structures out here. So this is the reason why I built these outside and close to the nodes that they do farm. So you have the stonecutter camps, right here, the iron smelters. Actually, I think the iron smelters doesn't, but I know that the iron mining camp does, as well as the lumber camp. So if I click on the build or press B to enter the build mechanic, I'm going to click on resource production and the lumber camp. So right here, if you notice, all of that provides the brown zone. Now, if you notice, let me bring it out this way. If it's close or by itself, you'll see that the circle around it is smaller. But if it's closer to another area, if you see it closely right here, the brown zone is going to start to increase. So ideally, you want to build it outside of your home, away from your home, so that way they don't give it that buff. So if I bring it close to this home, you'll see that the house will light up to a brownish color. That just indicates it's within proximity of a non-desirable home, which will give it the buff. And if it's upgraded like so, it's going to decrease the value of the home. And I definitely don't want that to happen. So now, if you notice here, oops, this one right here, this structure does provide the brown zone. However, I purposely put the homes in that type of arrangement, so that way I could kind of build little buildings here and there. So this one is not touching any of the buildings, and I don't want to build anything more next to it because it's going to increase the brown zone, as you can see here. Some structures also, in addition to that, does not provide the brown zone. So this one does right here. That's why it's within, it's at a distance. The city market halls do not provide the brown zone. Bakeries, so things that provide any type of like food source, for the most part, this one does. So in this case, the bread does not provide any brown zones. All right, so that's basically it. Now I would highly recommend to start out small. Starting out small, just to slowly increase the size of your city. It's definitely gonna take a minute. Don't get me wrong, but the look of it will be appreciated later game. So right here, there's some distance between each homes. I'm just going to create fences here to kind of give it more of a feel look, and add more decorations to the overall build. I wanted to keep this, but it was kind of hard to angle it in a way where I wanted to, but this is probably the best that I can. In the future, I'm going to increase the size. So if you can see here at the top, it's not built yet. It's just an outline showing, okay, what I want to do in the future. The same goes with these buildings right here. Let's see, other structures here. Actually, I need to change that. So this right here, I'm going to obviously build something here. I think I'm going to keep it more of like farms and like sheeps, cows, things like that. I'm actually really proud of this area though. I'm very close to the border of the map, but I just want to give it more of a feel. I like how the hills turned out, and kind of wanted that type of like farm design in this area. So then here again, I just used more of the forbidden zone, so that way the road can actually build up this way. Yeah, eventually I could delete these once I build my walls here, like so. I could just take these out like this. Just by holding the right click down, I can close that. Yep, close that. This one, I guess I'll keep it like this. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully these tips are helpful. Like I said, I've been spending some time just trying to figure out some of the mechanics. If I figure out anything else additional, I'll make sure to post it as soon as I can. That's a lot of hats. Yep. If you want more content in the future, just please leave a like, subscribe, or just put down a comment so that way I know and can start working on that. But hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.